Hello YouTube, now let's get back to Disney's Chip and Dale and the Rangers Rootin Tootin Rangers readalong. Here's part 2. Here we go.
Simple-minded fashion is that as soon as the public's interest in our little heist decreases, you will get your share.
Fat Cat held up his hand, admiring the ring of Rootin Tootin that now adorned his finger.
This is just the beginning. Now that Hattie Marie, the international spy, is working for me, we will get into everything, and she'll get those foolish Rangers to show us how.
Outside Fat Cat's hideout, the Rangers gathered to discuss their next move. Zipper tried to console his pal, but Monterey was crestfallen.
Miss Marie is a spy. She used us.
Since she used us, we'll use her. You can start by paying her a little visit.
Chip grinned at the former Romeo. Monterey held up his hands.
Oh no, mate, I can't.
Sure you can. All you gotta do is...
Back at Ranger headquarters, Gadget rummaged through her makeup kit. She held up a jar filled with a white cream.
Golly, this will make a perfect face. Now guys, you get that tall pane of glass we used in the cricket caper. I'll get some reflecting spray.
Chip and Dale carefully wrapped up the glass. As they started to carry it out, Dale reached for a handful of acorns. The glass wobbled.
That's what you're doing. We don't want to break it before we get it out the door. I'm still hungry.
Dale grinned and munched his acorns as the three fearless Rangers made their way to Hattie Marie's. Meanwhile, Monterey Jack knocked at Hattie Marie's door.
Quick, lad, in the bushes. She must not see you.
Zipper flew quickly into a flower pot. The door opened. Hattie's eyes narrowed in suspicion, but then she broke into a smile when she saw her lovesick admirer.
Why, it's Mr. Monty. Have you come to rescue me again?
Monterey twisted his cap in his hands and tried to look shy.
If only I could, Miss Marie, but I'm afraid I won't be seeing you for a while. After the Rootin Tootin robbery, the museum has taken extra precautions, and we're going to help by guarding the treasures of Barely Ever, which are even more rare and valuable.
More rare and valuable?
Hattie Marie thought quickly. She slipped her arm through Monterey's.
Monty, let's go for a walk.
She looked up to him and batted her eyelashes.
Promise me you'll be careful. It sounds so dangerous.
Naturally, but we rescue Rangers are used to danger.
Monterey struck his best heroic pose and patted her hand.
Why, I remember the time.
Oh, but tell me all about how you are going to take care of the treasures of Valley Arbor. I want to hear every single detail.
She smiled coyly as Monterey began talking.
Well, you
As soon as Monterey and Hattie Marie turned the corner, Zipper signaled for the Rangers to hurry.
I knew she'd have exactly what we need.
Gadget pointed to a beautiful standing mirror.
Quickly now, change the glass.
Chip and Dale carefully lifted the old mirror out of its frame and replaced it with the glass they brought. Dale stood before it and waved at Chip, who was standing behind it. Chip waved back, copying Dale's gesture.
It works, Chipper.
Dale glanced around merrily. Chip quickly hushed him.
I hear them coming back. Places, everyone.
The door opened, and Hattie Marie and Monterey Jack came in. As she walked by, Hattie patted her hair and glanced in the mirror. She stopped suddenly, and her eyes widened in horror. She stared at her reflection.
Oh no! Look at It's me!
There in the mirror, she saw an old woman. Hottie's hands flew to her cheeks. The reflection did the same. It was Gadget, dressed just like Hottie Marie, but made up to look very, very old. Hottie Marie was desperate.
Monty, what is happening to me?
Monterey grabbed Hottie Marie by the shoulders and shook her sternly.
This proves you were involved in the robbery from the museum. Haven't you heard of the curse of Rootin Tootin?
Hottie shook her head in dismay, and Monterey explained.
The Wizard of Rootin Tootin cast a spell over the treasures to keep them from being stolen. Anyone who takes them from their proper owner will suddenly grow old. Fortunately, there is an antidote, but it's inside one of the bottles. If you want to be cured, you'll need to take us to the treasures.
Hottie Marie led Monterey and the Rangers to an abandoned train station at the edge of town.
They are inside. Now Fat Cat will lose his treasures, but I will be young and beautiful again.
Monterey winked as Gadget appeared to reveal her disguise. Monty frowned at the lovely spy.
You are as young and beautiful as ever, but in my eyes, you are as ugly as your deeds.
Hottie Marie lunged at Monterey, pounding her fists on his chest, but she knew it was useless. Dale grinned.
Come on, Rangers! We've got some police to tip off!
The recovery of the treasures of King Rootin Tootin was splashed across the morning newspaper's headlines. Chip congratulated his partners.
Another good day's work, Rangers! The treasures are safe, and we foiled Fat Cat once again!
Gadget agreed.
And we put that Hattie Marie out of business!
Monterey chuckled.
Her career in crime is over. Fat Cat knows she betrayed him, and she'll never be able to work for him or anyone again. Right?
Everyone shouted in agreement except Dale, who only nodded. He couldn't say anything because his mouth was too full of acorns.
Sometimes the sun cries, the heat goes slipping through the cracks, but these two, the gumshoes, are picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale. When there's danger, no one ever fails once they're involved. Somehow, whatever's wrong is solved. Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale. When there's danger, no one ever fails. They'll take the clue and find the crazy wise and who's Chip and Dale. Rescue Rangers, Chip and Dale. When there's danger, Chip and Dale.
That was the end. The story. Comment, tell me what you think. Peace.